These are wild dandelion, and they grow all over my yard. The petals, these beautiful yellow flowers, they're edible. I pick them and I dry them, put them in a glass container, and I use them to make tea during the winter season or whenever. But now I don't have to dry them now. I can just pick them and steep them in some hot water and use them to make tea. But when I dry them, I can use them throughout the winter season also. So the flowers are edible. The leaves are edible. I also harvest the dandelion leaves and I dry them, put them in my blender, make them into a powder, and I add them to porridge, or I add the leaves to porridge or cereal or soups or smoothies. Very, very nutritious. This is what the dandelion leaves look like. The roots are nutritious. Oh my goodness, so nutritious. So I harvest the roots, dig them up with a shovel because they're deep. I cut them up, dry them, grind them, and add them to smoothies or porridge or cereal or food. Also very, very nutritious. So this is the wild dandelion. So beautiful and very nutritious. And I have a friend who has chronic insomnia, and she uses some kind of a sleep aid that has dandelion leaves and helps her a lot. But they're so beautiful, so nutritious, and they grow wild all over. Now, one has to be very careful about where you harvest these dandelions from because, like I said, my yard, I don't use pesticides or any kind of a chemical. But, one has to be careful about harvesting them on the road or anybody else's property because it might have pesticides. But my yard is pesticide free. So I harvest my dandelion plants, the petals and the leaves and the root, and I eat them. You can actually get dandelion flowers, tea. You can buy them in the stores, probably even on Amazon. And the dandelion root powder and the dandelion leaves powder. And it's not cheap. So in my yard, this is truly organic. And every year I look forward to harvesting them and using them. I just take the petals off and I dry them. Put them in a glass container, and then I'll have them to make tea all year round. They're so beautiful.